Okay, I am back. Had a little mishap there, but we straightened it out. Straightened it out. See, the good thing about, look at that. Look at that. Good thing about being in the auto business is that if you talk to people, you made the right connections, you know, you'll always be on the road. But it's always in making connections. You know, just tuning in while I was doing the live chat. I ran into a little stickler where my windshield wiper fell off on the highway as I'm recording, so I had to pull over and handle that. So now that my client that I went to, he owns a towing business, and all those cars there. He called him and asked me, he was like, yeah, go ahead and do your thing. Well, I'm waiting on him to come back from towing the car. I just went ahead and went inside, went in under the gate. It's Atlanta, y'all. I'm pretty close to the street. Come on. Come on. Went in close to the gate. That gate. Made my way. And got me a windshield wiper or two. With his permission, of course. So I'm just waiting on him to come back. And I'm just going to use this opportunity to continue the video, talking about YouTube personalities. Can anybody guess where I'm at? Right now, you're looking at one of the biggest recycling companies in the, not Metroland area, in Georgia. Used to do a lot of business with these cats, but I don't have as much scrap metal to sell these days, at least not right now. So I haven't been over here in a minute. For those of you who don't know, this used to be not Schnitzer, but what do they just call themselves? I forget. Turn on the air. But they changed the name to SA Recycling. A little story goes on with this company here. Newell. That's what it used to be called. Newell Recycling. Newell Recycling. You see, they are always operating, you know. You've always got machines separating metal. You got right next to the train tracks. They always loading up the trains, shipping metal to wherever they ship it to probably their sellers, probably to a lot of sellers or buyers overseas. But they're always moving. They're always moving. And I know I'm getting off track here by I want to talk about YouTube personalities, but quick story, they changed their name to SA Recycling. And the reason they changed the name after being named Newell for so long is because one of their workers actually died. And the reason was because they had asked a worker to do something, to move an object that wasn't secure, and what ended up happening was the object fell on them. And they were operating, you see that big, see if you can see that. You see that big piece of, who was BIP? Who was Bitu? What does BIP mean, Bitu? Anyway, continue my story. That big machine over there, a big piece of metal fell on it and killed the worker. And the way the story goes, the way I heard the story is, did the machine stop? Nope. They just went ahead and called police, and the police shut down that side of the business, and they just moved all the operations to this side of the business. and kept it moving. Now, of course, the family sued. The family of the workers sued, and what ended up happening is they had to change the name to avoid a big payout. That's business for you, right? Didn't stop. Didn't stop the operation. The old dude died. The dude died. It was unfortunate, but business kept on going. Business kept on going. That's it's dirty, but hey, that's the way they do business. That's the way they do business. Newell, which is now called SA Recycling Company. That is the way they do business. But anyway, and getting back to YouTube personalities, like I said, I've been studying personalities, and of course, I mentioned the Kevin Samuels and Tommy Sotomayor's of the world, and I'm here in Atlanta. It's a lot of YouTube personalities down here. But the whole idea to develop an online personality, where if you just develop your personality where you make a $2,000 income a month, that's huge. To me, that's huge. Me here in Atlanta, you can live off of $2,000 a month if you really know what you're doing. You can live off $2,000 a month. You really can. You really can. Now, of course, 2,000 is right there on the edge, and $5,000 to $10,000 a month is way better. But you can take that $2,000 a month and move to a place in South America and be balling off of $2,000 a month. That's the whole power of creating an online presence. And I've been studying that this year. I've been really looking at personalities. I've probably been overstudying YouTube. I watch it so much, but I really admire what they have, because you watch YouTube enough, you won't have to look at what's on TV, because it's so interesting. You got so many different channels, and whatever your taste are, it's a personality on YouTube that you can relate to. It's not just one or two people. It's a plethora of people. It's communities that you can become a part of, and that'll totally catch your attention. It can totally catch your attention. That's the power of being online, the power of social media. Of course, there's positives and negatives to everything. I'm just looking at the whole picture, and to me, it's worth it. Whatever comes with it, positive, negative, whatever comes with it is worth it. It's worth it. So that's the whole goal of the Answer Game podcast, is create quality content. One of my gifts is I really know how to conversate with people. I've been really trained through my profession to learn how to connect with people real quick. And how do you have a good conversation? Is getting the person talking about themselves. I've learned that, and I'm really good at that. It's really good to get people talking about themselves. So I want to bring people on here and create those type of conversations to wherever watches, they can learn something. It'd be a good experience for them. And right now we have a good start here on the Answer Game Podcast Facebook page. By the way, I'm gonna post this video to YouTube. Well, we have a good start here on the Answer Game Podcast page, but we're just going to keep on creating that, expanding that. Keep on expanding that. That is the game plan. This city is it's a trip. It's a trip. And Corey, if you're on it, you know what I'm talking about. You've seen the changes in this city, for the good and the bad, but it's still a valuable city to live in. And being that, I've been here since I was 3-4 years old, I have a big advantage, because I know all the back roads. A lot of the stuff that's going on, that people that just moved here or been here for 10 years or so, they still don't know. I know. To see the changes after this city hosted the Olympics in '96, it's amazing. It's amazing. I love it, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And with that being said, I still want to be able to see the world. Still want to be able to see the world. So, developing that online personality, developing that online presence is going to be a key in making that happen. Like I said, when I came out of school, when I came from college, I was hustling backwards. Because what happened, not even realizing it. That's what I've learned from this 20 years of being in the real world is, if you're in school right now, you need to develop your online presence. Whatever you do, even if you're not in school. And really, if I had to do it again, I wouldn't go to school. I would just work a little job and do my little thing on the side, and 3 to 4 years, make that into hustle enough to make it into the main income and just create it from there. When I was coming out of school, I was trying to become a part of different groups. Now I understand at this point, if I'm going to become a part of something, I need to create it first. Then let people come to me. Let people come to me. Make a long story short, like I said, I was the youth coordinator at my parents' church, and that was going real good. Along with doing the gig with the YMCA through the after school program, to pay bills and stuff like that. And like I said, I was having the more success I had was with the group at my parents' church group, developing that group. Because even though at the time I wasn't making as much, I really wasn't making too much at all. They would just pay me a little small stipend, that type of thing, just to say thanks for what I was doing. And we had something good going on. Now, if I was in the right mindset, I would have used that group to bring more sponsorships and create an income like that for myself. But what did I do? There was a network marketing opportunity that caught my attention, and I'm not going to say what it is, but I was really mesmerized with what I saw. Not with the product itself, but with the team of people that were actually hosting these events. That turned me on. Didn't know these people from the back of my hand, but as soon as I got in that space, I was immediately turned on. And everything happens for a reason, because I'm not here to bash where I was. Who's this? Dalton Holders. Hey, what's up, fam? This is me just talking. I'm just talking about use your personalities. Again, this is going to be a regular thing. This is going to be a regular thing. But like I said, I joined a group, and that was my biggest mistake, was joining that group, not operating from a position of strength, but really operating from a position of weakness. But what's funny? When I first came on, I really was in a position of strength, because I really was in a position of strength because I had my platform going on at the church. I mean, we had it popping. We really had it popping. And what happened was, I was so mesmerized by what I saw with that team who was running the network marketing team product, that I left it. When it happened, I ended up leaving what I was doing with the church and went to those guys full time, totally putting myself in a position of weakness, not even understanding what I was doing. But I was so mesmerized, I let the lights, the stage lights, sort of blind me. Now, am I mad at those people? Not at all. Not at all. I still believe in the whole network marketing concept, the whole idea of building a network where, number one, you're protected, everybody's thinking the same, and, you know, income is being established and all that good stuff. I'm totally for it, totally for it. But it has to be, but it has to be on my terms. It has to be on my terms. You can't do stuff from a position of weakness. End up leaving both jobs, thinking I was going to get rich, thinking I was going to be on the stage within, you know, a few months' time, and not understanding that was a totally dumb thing to do. But I did it. And I learned a lesson. I mean, I was part of that team for a good 10 years. Good 10 years. Now, I did learn some good stuff. Now, you know, my whole personality was developed with the skills I learned from being a part of the team. So I'm not down on that. This is not a bashing that group session. This is not at all. But what I learned was I needed to operate from a position of strength always. And I believe doing it like this, with these videos, with interaction with the people, is going to bring that dream into reality. Now, I do have businesses that are bringing in income. Not enough to travel the world, you know, not enough to totally sustain myself financially, because I still, you know what, at night I may turn on that Uber app and bring a meal to a person or two, you know, to pay a bill or two. But I'm just about there. I'm just like a good hustling up session, meaning a good 2-3 months of good marketing, good solid, consistent marketing from being where I need to be. And I'm happy about that. But that's just my story. Everybody has one, right? I just wanted to finish the video. Look. Seems like that's working now. But anyway, subscribe to the channel, Answer Game Podcast. Again, we're going to be on YouTube a lot. So just put Answer Game Podcast in the YouTube search engine and subscribe. Also, go to the Facebook page. I'm sorry, not Facebook, but the Instagram page. Put Answer_Game_Podcast in the search engine and follow us. We're going to be doing some good things, some good interviews. I can promise you that. Good interactions, good food for the people. That's enough of me rambling. Let me get back to what I was doing. All right? Talk to y'all soon. Peace.